Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is Julie with J of Creed Freedom. Would like to thank the Lord and give him credit for blessing me with these words that go out to the nations and kingdoms of the earth to root out and pull down, destroy and throw down, or to build and to plant. Okay, so this will come out closer to time of the election. We'll be watching that. I'll be watching that for sure. But I actually can't even remember what our topics are for today, so we're just gonna get started. So it is a doozy of a story, folks, for now, miss. But just wait for it, y'all. 'Cause y'all about to have some doozy-ish stories of your own, bub. Even though you ain't got no. Well, dog, so it called a online profile, man. And even though you ain't signed up to get one of them dang things, man. Oh, they trackin', sis. And we mean like all of you dear ones. So just relax those judgy guns on her. All just 'cause you finally thinkin' you know slickster sauce of a dude after you hear about. Exactly, man. And never, dog. Did you hear one of these? Yeah, folks, so that chick there just witnessed a murder or something, man. So they went in and killed her. Exactly, bro. Just a little coronary and COVID-like complainer, man, who thought nobody was listening to her. Very astute points she made, man, and ones that got him Mr. Z going against her. For a time, man, till he thought, here I saw Mr. Z with his hands closing in like this, till he thought she were for sure gonna be squashed between his, and then, ouch, bruh. Oh, she poked him, dog. Here I had, it was like there was a thorn in his hand. Oh, she poked him, dog, and poked him good, son, with her. Yeah, bloke, so as fixter sauce of a Christianitary person you think we is, man. And he winked. Oh, it a we, son, and for sure not in no darkster sense of the word, man. Otherwise she'd be seethin' with, like his. Still get for her like all the time, man. And baby boy just about got the best excuse on the planet, boys, to be like, I can't help it, boys, 'cause she drive me like, and I'm all full of. Yeah, dog, think voices in the head if you want to, son. And all hey, little instructionos at the bottom of the videos actually originally pointed at. Yeah, dog, so I'll multiple them, man. The people who watchin', hey, day in and day out of no. And yes, dude, they actually live above and below her. Very sad at times, dog, when she thinks about those hemming in verses, ma'am. 'Cause she know it actually supposed to be like me, sis, who surrounded her, versus they. Very creepy, dog, and a party, son, to lure hay up to they floor in that building, man, all just so she could say, yeah, dog. Okay, this happened when they moved in, I think about a year ago. Yeah, dog, so it too loud for my kiddos to sleep, bruh, if you could just. And then they would 'a smirked and just shut the door in hey face, ma'am, without so much as a. And knew it, dog, from day one, man, that there were for sure a satanic reason for it, bro, that that nice little Austrian chick who liked anime and actually talked to my had to move out, man, after a certain amount of. And these F-boy tips with they ice-cold dead stares into her. Gotta move in of no. For about a year, bro, by now, folks. But do she like to talk about it, man? That she actually think they look, well, so they handsome, sis, to put it simply, doll. So no as I'll need to wonder it for me, man. As to the how and why, she like givin' me the side eye and wonderin' it herself at times, miss. As to the how and why I'd actually let her fall in love with. Well, so it seemed like F-boy him to her at times, man. 'Cause he for sure also given her those. Not any more, man, but close, bruh, in past times of no. So therefore she thought, here I saw myself pointing at God, a liar, bro, and you for sure giving me the tail end up of this deal, man, and making me eat like dust, man, when all I want is. And well, dude, so let's just say she had to see that Stephanery curtain fall, hun, before she could really learn to be calm around his. I'm not sure if my voice sounds different, but I did some fasting today, so if you notice, that's why. Oh, it going down, man. No, dog, not that, bruh. Although, So he looking her way finally, sis, to see like how she's doing, hun. So nah, hun. Ain't no raunchy, lusty, but close, dog. What with her looking so sad sometimes of no. And, bro, so it were the paparazzi at that place, man, who like turning into live. I swear I'm not, chick. Actually taking your photo of no. He's referring to why I was upset last time. 2 times in a row, actually. Yes and no, dude. For even if she's not in the actual for the day of no. Oh, you getting that footage. Believe it or not, man. Believe it or. And there, folks, we gonna have to leave our little chickadee dear ones to do her recording, man. 'Cause too much of this talk and stuff, like, so it actually getting on her nerves, man, versus ripping out her. Loves your channel, dog, and amazed at the way you can talk about, but well, dog, so she don't wanna hear nobody's opinion on that dang thing except yours, bruh. Therefore she turning down the knob when you invite as a guest on of no. Oh, it's how she rolled, dude, cuttin' and slicin' out all the riffraff from her. And she just about right, bro, to only wish to hear true. Yeah, dog, so truth is truth, man, and all that original truth stuff is found in my, well, so it like a us, dude, who able to guide all humanity into, versus into they satanic traps of no, although a few, dude. Yeah, folks, so there will actually be a few atheist-like believers, son, who decide to say no to that, versus taking it like all humanity. Almost, dog. But not all of 'em will go fallin' for that great deception thingy, man. So just down, brah, from trying to colonize they. And he winked. And yo British, know that Shiza were wrong, dude. To go and try to turn some pagan Shiza into no like shiny pile of diamonds, man. And hey, metaphor is taken from my word, man, and you like a diamond, man, in my book, bruh. So no need, bruh, to go rollin' with them pigs in life, man, all just so you can convince them that. Nothin', dog, except that they made the right decision to not join yo. Glove of a lifetime, folks, and one that will lead you to me, man. It gonna lead you to okay, so the Lord was talking to me about, he was throwing in a word that I had forgotten what it means in the private section of the word, which was racketeering. And he was saying that racketeering is what destroyed the Shiza or crushed the Shiza out of the American economy. So I had to look that up, what that means, but I'm not gonna like go too far into it because it's a little bit, I feel like I would have to do like a whole documentary on it or something, and some people already have. But basically, this is from Wikipedia. Racketeering is a type of organized crime in which the perpetrators set up a coercive, fraudulent, extortionary, or illegal coordinated scheme to repeatedly or consistently collect a profit. And then on Wikipedia, it has like a whole list of ways that racketeering can be done. So, and as I was reading it, I kind of wanted to go back and look at those verses in Revelation that describe Mystery Babylon. But anyway, I mean, it does include stuff like human trafficking and all that. But lately, like trash has been on my mind. And I don't know if like these dealing with the trash scenarios are making money. I feel like some of them are, but the Lord was basically telling me that like the elites basically already knew what that was going to be like causing a problem to like have all these things that break. Like recently it's my headphones. I keep having these Bluetooth headphones that break. And in the past I had a smaller phone where you could plug in the headphones and those didn't break. I had it for years. And now I've already ordered like 2 or 3 sets of these headphones just because they keep breaking. So, and I can't blame Mr. Z for that. It's like the cord, like the way I'm putting it in my bag is wrong, so the cord keeps breaking. So, although it's fun to blame Mr. Z sometimes, sorry, Mr. Z. I usually do that silently. I try not to say stuff out loud. But anyway, yeah, the Lord was saying they created the trash problem now they're gonna solve it, or they get everybody on board with their agenda as a result. But that's just one thing. Like there's like a whole list of different ways racketeering can be done. And like I said, I'm not sure like how they totally make money with all this trash problems, except that they're forcing us to keep coming back and buy their products over and over again. That's true enough. Um, anyways, I guess I'll just swing over into the election for a second. So basically, like even after the election was over, like 4 years ago, I was sort of interested in those conspiracy theories about like Trump actually winning. And someone did a great job on his channel describing how he basically was projected to win but didn't. But there's something about getting all upset 4 years before, and then of course it was all Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump might run again. And then it's been about Trump for like these past 4 years. So, and just because of what's happened in my life in the past couple years, I definitely just took a huge step back from the news and a lot of things like that. I'm just now getting back into like Austrian news, a little bit of CNN. Sorry, we don't have Fox over here. And I'm not sorry about that. I just guess what the other side would say. I don't have to go and see it myself. It's like they would just say the opposite. So, anyway, for me, it's like I've been getting a huge dose of the US news for this past couple of weeks, and like for a full, even just for 4 years of an election, like these 2 weeks are enough for me. So just because of my brain, I don't know, it's just so much drama. It's almost like the reality shows, but like having a huge dose of someone's story for like 4 years, like Trump, it's just way too much for me. So I feel like it's been like almost my brain is like overloaded just from the past 2 weeks of watching what's happening in the US with like he said this and she said that, and now they're throwing the N word around, and now they're throwing the F word, fascist and Nazi word around. It's like, okay, even if there's some truth in those statements, like, what are we doing here? Are we just trying to get the international news to focus on us? Like, that's kind of the way it comes across to the rest of the world. Um, Although we've got some polarizing characters here in Austria who actually might be watching the channel, so I need to be careful what I say. But anyway, I'll probably be tracking a little bit after the election to watch what happens, but after that, I'll just be like falling off that cliff again, leave it as it is. Whoever's right or wrong, some of you quite know what you have to say, but I don't know if there's anything I've learned this past couple of years. It's that being silent can bring a sense of power to a situation, even if it doesn't quite look like that, doesn't feel that way to yourself. And maybe you've been raised in a way that you just got to say your say to feel heard. I was definitely raised to feel that way, that I have to talk if I'm going to be respected, but God's showing me that's not the case. So anyway, um, yeah, and here in Austria, like the Austrians try to keep it a secret from each other how they vote. It's actually one of those topics they don't really talk about here is like money and voting. And I know in America there's like a lot of topics people talk about, but it's just something to consider. Like it can just be a part of who you are if you want to like not talk about certain things. And I don't even talk about being a prophetess to like anyone, although it'll come out at some point. But it's just helped me make it through this time. So anyway, I really hope there's no divisions going on in your family because of all this Trump stuff. But anyway, it is in the word that the love of many will grow cold for various reasons. So Trump might be one of them for some Americans. Anyway, I know there's like spiritual things behind that totally. So it's not just this or that. I think some people are just looking to find a reason to cut you off or say they don't want anything to do with you. Um, but anyways, we are made to be like little unicorns and little lights in this world, even if we're not doing everything everybody else is. And God doesn't want us to be fighting battles we're not meant to fight. So just talk to Him about how to navigate things. As usual, I wish you well. Hope you're doing good. And happy All Saints Day. If you haven't looked into the history of Luther and all that he did, not Martin Luther King, but Martin Luther, the original that he was named after, very interesting man and character. Although he has a bit of a bad rep for his older years, but still pretty interesting guy. And you can look up his sayings online for free if it's still there. So yeah, I'll be celebrating that versus Halloween, as some of you maybe doing your fall festival thing and stuff. Anyways, again, I feel like I'm talking your ear off, and I'll see you in the next video.